Hello everyone, welcome to the Structural Geek. This is a small video on bending moment diagram. Bending moment diagrams are the very crucial aspect when it comes to structural analysis, as it tells you how the structure is behaving and accordingly it helps you to design the structure. Here we are taking few examples over here. First we are taking few examples of continuous beam. So here we have a most common example or most simplest one which is a simply supported or two side pin supported beam with a point load. What should be the bending moment diagram for this? So for it is going to be a simple bending moment diagram, something like this, which is because of the point load that we are having at this location, there'll be a sagging moment or a positive moment that we'll get. Since both supports are pinned, there won't be any fixed end moment. Similarly, if we take another example of this particular case, which is a same case but having fixity at both the ends, so we will have a fixed end moment and also a sagging moment at the bottom. So a hogging moment at the ends, a negative moment at the ends, and a positive moment at the midspan. Similarly, if we take this third example, here we have a continuous beam, a two span beam, which is having a pin support at the left, at a roller support in between, and a fixed support at the very right. So what should be the bending moment diagram for this case? Since we have a pinned support at this case, it is going to be a zero moment at this location. There'll be a sagging moment in the middle. There'll be a moment that we will having because of the continuity at this particular support, at the roller support. In the second span, there'll be a positive moment at the base, and also there'll be a positive moment at the support. Here the important thing to notice is that although the support is roller, but still we are having a moment at this place. So the crucial part is that how do we get that sort of moment? We are getting that moment by virtue of continuity. The moment coming from this beam is being balanced by the beam on this side. Essentially the support is not taking any moment. Then subsequently, if we take few examples of some frames, so it's a completely rigid frame having rigidity at the base or the fixity at the base. What should be the bending moment diagram for this case? So it's going to be fixity by virtue of continuity at this joint. So there'll be a negative moment over here. Similar like the example that we have over here for a beam, but since that negative moment needs to be balanced by moment on the other side of the member, which will be taken by this. And since we have a fixity at the base, it will be something like this. Similarly, on the other arm, there will be a fixity on this side. And since the base is also fixed, there will be a fixity at the bottom as well. So this is our typical rigid frame with a point load. The bending moment is going to look like this. Similarly, let's take another other example, which is similar like the first frame that we had, but it has a pinned support at the bottom, and the other side is still fixed. Since the continuity is there at the support, we will have a hogging moment or a negative moment at the junction. Midspan will have a positive moment. Similarly, on this side, since the this structure as well is similar to that we have on the first frame, it will look something like this only. But the leg on this side will be having a moment, because to balance this there should not be a unbalanced moment at this place. So there will be a moment at this place, but eventually this will lead to a zero moment because this particular support cannot take any moment. Now let's take an example of the last example that we are taking of a completely pinned support. In fact, the suppose at the bottom are roller, so they cannot support any horizontal reactions. So it will be quite interesting to know that this will be actually behaving something like this. This cannot take any moment at the support. The reason being that since it cannot have any moment at this place, the reason of that it cannot take any horizontal support from this particular support, because if the horizontal force cannot be there, there is no possibility to balance this out moment to zero as it moves to this particular point. So it will be something like this. I hope you guys had a nice learning. If you find the video informative, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.